bit.
Okay, that doesn't make sense to me. Your grandmother is helping you with your children.
Yes.
And how old are your children?
3 and 1.
All right, so she's helping you with the 3 and 1 year old. So you're telling me your grandmother drives you to see your probation officer
Yes, sir.
and then says, I can't wait.
Yes, Your Honor.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
In a Texas courtroom in 2021, the case of James Madone returned before the court on a motion to revoke community supervision tied to a felony charge involving failure to stop and render aid causing serious bodily injury. Madone had previously been placed on a 10-year deferred adjudication, meaning he was given an opportunity to avoid prison if he complied with strict probation terms. However, the state alleges multiple violations, including failure to report to his supervision officer for extended periods in 2023. As the hearing begins, the court is now tasked with deciding whether those violations are true and whether this case should move from supervision into full adjudication of guilt.
Who is here on James Madone?
Whenever you're back in line.
Sure. All right, are we here on a motion to revoke?
We are.
Are we all ready to proceed?
We are, Your Honor.
All right, can I have the file stamp for a motion to revoke, please? Thank you. Court is calling 2021 CR 2437 State of Texas versus James Madone. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense?
Gary Chirac for the defense.
All right, and are you James Madone?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same James Madone who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 2437 for the offense of failure to stop and render aid serious bodily injury on March 21st, 2022 for a period of 10 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
State.
Violating condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, James Madone, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January and December 2023 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, Your Honor.
State.
Your Honor, we waived the other violations alleged in the motion.
No objection.
All right, Mr. Madone, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, I understand.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
It's not, Your Honor. We are, we're going open. We are asking for the 10 years, Your Honor. And I believe the defense might be heard on that.
All right, defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, we're requesting that he be placed on probation, that he be given weekly UAs and intense supervision. Basically, Judge, this was a lot dealing with financial issues. He has 2 small children that he was responsible for, living with his grandmother at the time. He's now presently employed. I believe he has the resources now to continue taking drug testing and support his children. So I think basically, Judge, if we give him weekly UAs and ISF and put him back, not ISF, but intense supervision, that he's able to complete the probation successfully. You have anything to add, James?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
James Madone.
All right, it says here that you didn't talk to the manager and you left when asked to stay in the lobby by the probation officer.
Your Honor, I was my grandmother, thankful for her that she helped me with my burdens when I had to do these reports and everything, and she would have my kids in the car while I'll be reporting. So at that time, I really didn't have too much time to be there due to my being responsible for 2 children. So that was just that at that time.
This is where the defense paints a very different picture of what's happening on the ground. James Madone argues that his failures to report weren't intentional violations, but the result of real-life struggles. lack of transportation, financial instability, and caring for two very young children. He claims that even basic compliance became difficult without support systems in place. But the judge isn't immediately convinced, especially when it comes out that some reporting requirements were repeatedly rescheduled and still missed. This is a key tension point in probation cases. Courts expect strict compliance, while defendants often argue survival-level hardship. The question becomes, where does personal difficulty end and legal responsibility begin?
That was it.
Okay, that doesn't make sense to me. Your grandmother is helping you with your children.
Yes.
And how old are your children?
3 and 1.
All right, so she's helping you with the 3 and 1 year old. So you're telling me your grandmother drives you to see your probation officer
Yes.
and then says, I can't wait.
Yes, Your Honor.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
It's just like I have real no support, really none. It's just me out there.
All right, so your grandmother is not supporting you.
Well, in a way she is. In a way.
All right, and then it says that they tried to have virtual meetings with you and you kept rescheduling and they allowed you to reschedule it and reschedule it and reschedule it.
Again, I had financial burdens.
So you didn't have a cell phone.
No.
You couldn't get a ride via bus.
Your Honor, my grandma lived in Leon Valley and then she moved over there by Lackland Air Force Base. And I did not have reliable transportation.
Oh, no, I know for a fact that there's transportation by via for Lackland.
Oh.
And you know how I know there is that? Because one time I made a mistake and got on the looper, which I believe is the 510, and it takes you all around the city. And I was like, wow, this is where the bases are.
Yes, but where I had to report was over there by 1604 in Bandera, which
Via.
yes, Your Honor. They canceled that bus route. I know it sounds like if I'm making it up or not, but yes, they did cancel that bus route for that reason. That drive was very, very extreme.
Did you pick up the phone, call probation and say, hey, this
Yes,
is
Your
where
Honor.
I am? Okay.
Yes, Your
All right. Any other questions?
Mr. Madone, my name is Hank Wilkins. If I ask you anything you don't understand, just let me know and I'll try and rephrase it, okay? Do you know the last time you reported?
The last time I reported was
This year?
yes.
It was this year? So would you respond when the probation thinks the last time you reported is November of last year? Did you ever do the CATS theft course?
No,
Did you do the CATS 2 theft course?
no,
Did you do the moral recognition therapy?
no.
Did you do anything on probation?
I had parenting classes that were available online, which I did do, and it waived over my community service.
I'm sorry to interrupt. How can you do the parenting classes online,
They
but
were
you
for
can't
free.
report? No, but you can't report to probation online. Explain that to me.
I did report to probation online every time I had a Zoom meeting. And when it was in person, it was hard for me to be able to report due to my lack of transportation.
Do you remember telling probation in January of this year, they're not gonna do anything?
No,
Do you remember telling them, I know the judge will reinstate me?
no.
Now the hearing shifts into the most critical legal moment. The judge directly confronts the reality that Madone understood the consequences of violating probation, up to 10 years in prison on a third-degree felony, yet still failed to complete required programs like therapy and supervision reporting. Despite arguments about jobs, parenting, and transportation issues, the court emphasizes a pattern of non-compliance across the entire probation period. The defense pushes for continued supervision or treatment programs, but the state insists probation has already been exhausted. At this stage, the court is no longer debating excuses. It's weighing whether rehabilitation is still viable or whether punishment is now unavoidable.
You understand that when you pled to this offense, that's a third-degree felony, right? You're looking at up to 10 years in prison.
Yeah, I do understand. Yes, I understand.
And you knew that, and you still didn't do these conditions of probation, right? You didn't do the
No.
oral recognition therapy.
Not that I had faced financial burdens. So I did not have support from the mother of my children. She was attending school at the time. But now I have a reliable job. I have the means to prove to the court that I could be responsible in finishing my term.
Seems like the easiest thing to do would be to report, though. You didn't report it all this year, right?
No, because she said that she was gonna file a motion to revoke, and I had said that, okay, that we have to do what we have to do. That's simple, that's what I had said in that response.
I pass the way, Strong.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right. Probation. Was there any restitution for Elise Perez and Kimberly Soto? All right. So this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find violation of condition number 4 true. The court is going to find you guilty. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. With regards to punishment, state, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, we're asking for the 10 years of prison. This is a third-degree felony. This is a SBI, Your Honor. Some other cases we're taking into consideration of this plea. The defendant had opportunities between provision. He didn't do much of anything on probation. I was trying to get some more information today. None of the answers are very satisfying. So we're asking for 10 years in prison.
Defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, I asked that he be sent, continued on probation and sent to ISF for a period of time to get his thoughts together.
Right now,
Be able to get out on the street and be a productive member of society and also a father for his 2 children.
All right. Oh, yes, you wanted to add something?
May I address the question?
Sure.
Yes, I would like to say that I would like to suggest no tolerant probation where I may be supervision weekly UAs. I do not use drugs.
Mhm.
And or an outpatient program, intense outpatient programs that I can prove to the court where I can be responsible in completing my probation successfully.
Okay. All right, this is what the court is going to do. As previously stated, the court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. The court is going to find you guilty. The court will sentence you up to will sentence you to 8 years in the prison. There's to be no unsupervised contact with the minors. Court will give you credit for any time served, and the court will request the therapeutic community. Did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it?
Yes.
All right. You do have a limited right to appeal, and that right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on deferred adjudication. Do you understand? All right. Good luck to you. We can go off the record. Here's the thing. I can't force them to place you in the therapeutic community. You'll have to request that. And then it's completely up to them whether or not they place you in the therapeutic community.
Your Honor, what was the consequence again?
Oh, you're going to prison for 8 years.
I'm going to prison for 8 years.
Yes.
After reviewing the violations and arguments from both sides, the court finds the probation violation true and moves to sentencing. James Madone is ultimately sentenced to 8 years in prison, with credit for time served and additional restrictions including no unsupervised contact with minors. The judge notes that previous opportunities under supervision were not successfully completed, and therefore incarceration is now the appropriate legal outcome under the law. This case highlights how deferred adjudication can collapse when reporting conditions are repeatedly missed, regardless of personal circumstances. If you found this courtroom breakdown insightful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more real courtroom cases and legal analysis that bring every detail into focus.